One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh.
My name is Nelson Linder. I'm the president of the Austin, Texas NAACP. So I was born in 1958 in Central Georgia. Been in Austin since '81. Came here via the United States Army, went to college here at Houston Tolson, and got involved in civil rights at an early age.
So my name is Joseph Chuck Owen, and I'm one of the assistant chiefs for the Austin Police Department. So, my job responsibilities basically have to do with being one of the chief administrators for the department.
Well, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People was founded in 1909. At the time it was founded, lynching was a primary problem in the country. But we kind of evolved from lynching to just civil rights, racial justice, voting rights, and those kinds of things. But we started in a very tragic situation trying to stop lynching that affected this entire nation. And NAACP has been around since 1909, and of course, since a period of time, the country has changed. But even today, we still fight to eradicate any form of racism, whether it be race-based or culture-based or agenda. We condone all kinds of racism in this country. And our goal is to make sure this nation is fair to everybody, that there's equal opportunity and also equity to folks living in America.
There are 6 assistants total. Each one has a different bureau, so a different area of responsibility over the department. Mine is over investigations, so I have all the investigative units for the city of Austin. We are constantly looking at policy and how to make sure that it reflects best practices, sometimes having to edit that. I look at a lot of it is personnel issues. If we have, I'm not talking necessarily just about one individual, but if we have things that affect large parts of our department, and then looking at being a kind of the face of the department. So we do a lot of media interviews and get out and kind of explain to the public what's going on with particular situations that they might have an interest in, responding to critical incidents like officer-involved shootings, those kind of things.
I would say we have our challenges, but I think overall it's pretty good compared to the rest of the country. But just like the rest of the nation, we have some issues here. We've had some bad incidents here in the black community, where African Americans and also some Hispanics have been, I think, exposed to a lot of police misconduct. The good news is that over the past 15 to 17 years, we've kind of reached out and talked to police departments in our community, and we've bridged some gaps. But when there are issues that deal with race and it's persistent, it creates a lot of distrust. And so even though now we're doing better overall, we still have a lot to decipher in this city. But I think looking at the future, we have some opportunities here because a lot of folks now are learning about these problems based on race, and they're reaching out to address them. So lots of challenges, but at the same time also a lot of folks who want to do some good work. And I'm really glad to hear that and see that in my life and my work every day. I see more folks willing to talk and get involved and talk about things like inequities and racial injustice. So I'm pretty confident we can make some progress going forward.
I think that, I think we still have, I'm not going to say that our relationship with certain parts of this community is perfect, because it's not. But we certainly try every day to continue to improve those relationships, and particularly with the communities of color, including, the NAACP and some of the groups that are looking for greater accountability with police and so forth. I think that we have made a very, very concerted effort to continue to have dialogue with them and see how that affects our own policy making.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, When the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh.